How's everything going, Haynes?
Very good. Tight schedules. The days are long right now, and the nights are short. But we want it that way. And prior to releasing our new album, Back with a Bang, so all good.
Cool, cool, cool. Congratulations on that album, Back with a Bang on Napalm Records. Very good. I listened to the album a couple times, loved it. You guys really moved up from your early days to now. I mean, did you ever think, back when you were in Blues Kids and Rockers United, that you would be at this point in your career?
At first, thank you for your nice words on Back with a Bang. Um, it's yeah. I'm getting nostalgic if I think back to how we started as a school band. Basically, we
Right,
weren't called Blues Kids, and we were not even teenagers. My brother was 12 and I was 11 years old when we played the first, biker rock parties, like with those angry tall guys with motorcycles and stuff. So that must have been a very funny thing for them to watch, like just such young guys standing on a stage playing their favorite songs. Because when we started, we played cover rock.
right,
So we played AC/DC, we played Bon Jovi and stuff like that. So they were totally freaking out on that because we were kind of a sensation. We were Germany's youngest rock band.
right. Yeah,
And
cool.
at some point, we just felt, okay, we get a lot of applause when we finish the song, but the applause doesn't belong to us. It belongs to the songs we played.
Right, right. Yeah, cool.
But it was not our songs, you know what I'm talking about?
Right. Yeah,
So we decided, okay, now maybe we're not experienced songwriters back then, but we should at least try, right?
right. Yeah.
So we brought out first demo tapes, and all of a sudden, a record company was yeah, we got in their attention, and so they wanted to sign us, and from this moment, everything went quite quickly. At some point, we had our first record deal, and with our own songs that made us very proud, not knowing that it would take more than 10 years
Right.
to finally be able to live by music. And so thinking back to all the struggles that we had to deal with and the stony long way that we've been on
Right.
makes me both proud and feeling nostalgic at the same time.
Right. Right. I mean, you're 8 albums in now. I guess you're considered a veteran. So like you're looking at the younger guys now and saying, "Yeah, I was there one time too." You know.
Exactly, and I've sometimes I get asked by journalists and stuff, what kind of advice do you have for young people, like young
Right.
artists, young
Yeah.
bands? And the truth is, I really have to think about it because my only good advice that I can give is make sure to have like super much power to endure times that are bad,
Right.
because you will face bad times, and mostly they start from beginning on, because at first you have to push through a huge market and a huge amount of bands and artists that are stealing all your attention, of course, because they're bigger than
Right.
you.
Yeah.
So it's just about, I know this is nothing new what I say, but it's true. It's about hard work, it's about discipline, it's about passion, of course, and it's about just uh, taking the long way, because this is the only honest way of how you gain that kind of success that lasts for very long.
Right. Right.
And I know that it's not satisfying to hear such an advice, but we've been through exactly that, like so many bands before us too, and that's the biggest and most important advice that I can give.
Right. And you guys, you paid your dues and stuff like that, and a lot of these other bands just drop out. They give up and stuff like that, and you guys kept on pushing, and look where you are.
Exactly,
You know.
exactly. When we started more than 16 years ago, there were not many. bands around in Europe, but some were around, and we always checked, okay, what are they doing? What are they doing? But mostly we checked what are we doing, of course. And it was somewhat funny and both sad to see on our way over the years, this band on the left quit, the band on the right quit, and so on. And at some point we felt alone, like only pushing ourselves through, and we are the only fighters for bringing back rock and roll. Luckily, these days we have more of that kind of bands, but it was really amazing to see how many bands actually give up, or even more amazing to see as a result how disciplined we are, you know, and not to give up and push through, even though, of course, there were tours that sold shitty.
Right. Yeah.
There were record companies that didn't help us at all. There were actually anything, you name it. We had to struggle with basically every issue all the artists know about, and so I'm really proud we made it that far.
Good. 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 And how does Napalm Records take care of you guys? Good.
You know, I don't want to talk too much about Napalm Records or any record label, because honestly speaking, they're all shit, and you do the work on your own anyway. That's the most honest answer that I can give you, and I don't want to lie to you.
Right.
So we take care, like with precision. We take care of our own career, and are rather busy with putting shit away that a record label causes,
Right.
literally.
Yeah. Yeah.
So of course some doors are opened, but most doors are rather closed and open. So we really, I say this with all honesty, we
Right.
work ourselves our asses off to push our career on our own.
Right. Good. 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 Now, when other bands come to you and ask, can you be like a guest vocalist, like Beyond Black and Powerwolf and stuff like that? What's that feeling like? You know, them asking you now, can you help us out? You know?
What you probably don't know is I built Beyond the Black's career from
Cool.
scratch.
Cool. Cool. I like that.
Yeah, I was one of the main songwriters from beginning on, and wrote a lot of their singles also, not just album tracks. I even formed the first backing band
Right.
of Beyond the Black with the label and the producing company and stuff. So we have quite a history, and that they had me as a feature guest on one of their songs was actually, you could say, a natural thing, and I love to do so. In the case of Powerwolf, we had a support tour that we played with Powerwolf
Right.
a couple of years ago, which went so nice and successful that, again, I have to start differently. The last show of that tour, and it was, I guess, 6 or 7 weeks in a row.
Right. Uh-huh.
The last show of that tour, the day before, the band itself, like Powerwolf, the guys from Powerwolf, asked me, "Hey, Hannes, are you willing to stand on our stage with us tomorrow performing Let There Be Night?"
Right. Yeah.
And I
Cool.
said, "Hell yeah, but I have one condition."
Uh-huh.
Okay, which is, and I
Uh-huh.
said, I wanna dress up and being like makeup, I wanna have a makeup as a werewolf too.
Right. Yeah. 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 Cool.
And so they said, okay, well, we can make that happen, but you create your own style. We don't
Okay.
do it. You do it yourself. We tell you how you can do it, and you do it yourself. So I sat in the dressing room the last day after our show, and I made my werewolf makeup, and we played this show together, and that was a very nice experience. And after that, they had the idea, okay, come on, you guys want to be on our bonus record with the interpretation of one of our songs. And again, it felt like a friendship thing, you know, and
Right.
so we said yes, and it was a real cool thing. Yeah.
Cool. 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 How's your relationship with Black Rain?
Good. I love those guys. They're really funny, hardworking also, and love their music. So I work a little bit for them as a mixing engineer, and yeah, they're great.
Cool, cool, cool. Tell me about your latest video. I think it's "The Devil Is a Woman."
The Devil is a Woman. Yeah, it's like I want to talk about the subject of the song at first, because some people get us wrong. Some
Right,
people think, okay, we see the evil in all women, which is not the case. At first, you have to see it is an ironic, fun party song,
right.
so you don't have to take it that seriously. Um, and honestly talking, I don't even know if I believe in such thing as the imagination not to have a man being the
Right.
devil, but a hot woman. Then I
Wow.
would voluntarily go to hell. So we met a lot of girls in our 17 years career that, let's say, who didn't have the best intentions. Okay, let's put it that way.
Right.
So you get tempted to
Right.
think something like, okay, the devil must be a woman. But again, it's not a serious thing. So, and the video, of course, we wanted to have a very hot woman being our personal devil, and of course we wanted to put on a scenery with hellfire and everything. So basically you can see fire all the time, and you can see this hot lady all the time, and us playing. That's basically it. We've done way more complex videos, but the people love that one very much, I guess, because it's that simple.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wow, wow. I want to know about your merchandise because I see it all over the internet and stuff, and you got such great packages
Yes.
available for this this release. Tell me a little bit about each package. I know you got a splattered vinyl, you got a golden ticket, you got all this other stuff. Tell the fans about that. This way they could go buy it.
Sure. When we started this band, we just released CDs, and we've
Right,
always been told, "Hey, I would buy something, but since you don't have vinyls, I don't."
right,
And we've been constantly been told something like that. So, okay, then we thought, why not? Let's try it out. So we at first started with adding vinyls.
right.
Then people were telling, okay, why don't you do box sets? I want to have some goodies and stuff. Long story short,
Uh-huh.
now we do something for everybody, like literally for everybody. We've got a wide range of products in order to literally please everybody, and everybody's interests in whatever they want to have, they can get it, you know?
Right,
And we as a band, of course, the music is in the center of
right,
everything we do. So whatever you buy, it is highly music related. It's the 12 songs of our new record, Back with a Bang. But for example, there is a deluxe box set that has a nice bag that you put around your wrist, and like with a golden ticket that allows, if you win, I mean, it's a small limitation of boxes, so the chances are actually pretty good
right,
for the winner. um, then you can uh, meet us, but not just meet us, and you can buy that. A lot of bands sell meet and greet
right,
upgrades. We don't do that. Then you can meet and greet us, but not only that, but you can see, you get a tour through our backstage world. You get insights in all the stuff that nobody knows.
right,
Like that's a super interesting thing. We've got a documentary that we filmed about our history as a band, which is really breathtaking, I think, like an emotional roller coaster ride. Ourselves, we laughed and we cried at the same time watching it for the first time. So it's really, really great stuff. And I can talk for hours.
uh,
The best thing is if you just check out on Napalm Records store, because they have all the sorts of products, and I'm sure you guys find something that fits your interests. And
right.
of course, we are very, very happy if you support us as a band and not just stream, but also buy a physical record.
right. And what's nice is I was looking at each package. They're all limited, right? I think one is only maybe the golden ticket that might only have 200 units, right? And the next one, some of them are only 300 units. And I think the most was maybe 400 units and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know, you got a collector item on your hand if you buy it.
Exactly. I mean, we're not McDonald's. We don't
Right,
sell millions of cheeseburgers, right?
right,
So, at some point, having a limitation is a natural thing, because no record label would say, "Okay, I produce 500,000 boxes,"
right, yeah,
without knowing that you sell them. And the second thing is, of course, we want to give our fans the feeling, the true feeling. Hey, if you own one of these 200 box sets,
uh-huh,
you are one of 200 people
right,
worldwide that own that box set, and we won't produce them again. So,
cool,
with all honesty, we stand by our words. So it's, you named it, it's a collector's thing. So it's definitely worth checking it out.
cool. The documentary, is that the one that said they said rock is dead?
Exactly.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I was looking into that a little bit yesterday and stuff like that. That's pretty cool, you know. I like it.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, we've been hearing quite a lot from you know whom, that rock is dead, and I couldn't disagree more, because you see all those giant rock bands wherever they play on the globe, and they sell out stadiums still. So how can rock be dead? And plus, the thing is, we as a rock band, and we've been here for 16 years already. We started like super shitty, selling no tickets, selling no records, but pushed ourselves through with hard work.
right,
And at least here in Germany and Europe, we can sell out places from 2,000 to 3,000 people. And this is again a proof. I mean, if rock would be dead, then maybe only the dinosaurs would still be able to play big shows. But we are able to play bigger shows than we did 5 years ago. So how can rock be dead?
right, yeah,
As I said, I couldn't disagree more.
right,
And so this documentary also is a living proof, for all the critics, um, to prove them wrong, basically.
right. Yeah. And Gene Simmons, yeah.
That's what you said.
Yeah. Uh-oh, I'll probably get sued now. Who knows? Tell me a little bit about a European tour coming up, and you're going to Japan.
Yeah, we play basically everywhere in Europe, but since 10 years, we have a Japan tour scheduled. And this one's very special for us because we've had such an amazing time when we were in Japan for the first time. This is a very special country with super appreciative fans. They
Right,
come from like, partly they come from work
right,
directly to a rock show. So they wear their suits and like, workers' clothes,
right. Yeah.
come to the shows, and some look like they had a bank meeting or something.
Right, yeah.
But in this rock show, they are freaking
Yeah.
out, and they grab you by your hand and try to pull you into the audience, and that's like super
Wow.
weird and crazy. But at the same time, I love the energy. I mean, it's crazy. And we've been told the first time we went there, prior to the first show, we've been told, okay, don't think the people don't like you if they applaud, and
Right,
then all of a sudden it's silent,
right, yeah.
because
Wow.
that's the way the Japanese are. Well, it's, at least they said so. And it
Right,
was entirely different. They wouldn't stop. Like,
right, yeah.
they completely freaked out. So we had, as I said, an amazing time, and to be able to come back to Japan is an amazing thing. And what a lot of people don't know is you just cannot schedule a Japan tour on your own. You can't. You
Right,
must be allowed by Japanese promoters who
right.
want to have you. If they don't want to have you, you cannot just go there and play a tour.
Wow.
Yeah,
Cool. Now, do they sit through the show or do they stand?
they stand.
They do.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
I
that
just
it's a lot, and I get your point. It's a lot of cliches that we've been told
right,
over the years, but basically none of them are true. The only
right,
thing that is true, that their food is very spicy.
Uh, wow, wow, that's really cool. You feel Japan has the most exciting audience?
I wouldn't put that in general, but of course it is an audience that is very, very enthusiastic. You can say so.
Right,
But since we haven't traveled all the countries as a rock band, I wouldn't dare to say this or that crowd in this country is the best.
right,
At first, I need to play everywhere, right?
right. Yeah, yeah. Wow, wow. What country has the best food?
That belongs to your personal taste, I would say. Um, Me personally, I love Asian food, so Japan is in my top list, so to speak.
Right,
But I also love Mediterranean food, and being in Italy or in Spain is always a highlight too. So I guess, and the thing is, you don't want to eat the same all day, right?
right. Yeah,
So there must be change in whatever you do and whatever you eat. So it's great to have those cultural differences wherever you go.
cool, cool. Do you ever think in your mind, like you say, you're playing 3,000 seaters and stuff like that, and you think about when you first started, you may maybe 5, 20 people are there, and now like you got a whole wave of audience, watching you. What's that feeling like?
At first, as a teenager starting this band, your imagination is that you go in big arenas within a year.
Right, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Then you get proven wrong.
Uh,
And you see that it's going to be a very, very long and stony way, and it's going to be a lot of hard work. Then you get frustrated. Then you think of quitting. And then you think, no, I didn't start that for being a quitter. I started it for making my dream come true.
right,
And I mean, you're from the US. You're
right,
the country of making dreams come true, right?
right. It's
So
tough here. It's tough here.
it is tough everywhere. It's
Yeah,
tough everywhere. But who would have made it? Who would actually made it to fulfill a dream if you don't try it the best you can? So
right,
that's what we did, and finally we pushed through at some point. And it's not that we are the mega stars here in Germany. We're doing very well, and we cannot complain at all. We appreciate our success, and we're very grateful for our fans. But to be able to play stadiums,
right.
it's still a long way. So
Yeah,
we will see what happens. But we don't think about giving up.
right. Yeah, yeah. It's pretty sad. Like I go to a lot of shows now and stuff like that, and like on the internet, like some of these bands are like huge, and then like when they come to my area, they play a place that only holds 300, and sometimes there's like 20 people there, you know.
Oh shit.
But then you got people who've been in the music business for a while, say 5, 10 years, you can't even get a ticket no more. It's sold
Yeah,
out like right away. So like, it's it must be a balancing act to actually, you know, be noticed.
I couldn't have said it better. I mean, it is until you reach a sincere level of success, it is pain in the you know what.
Right.
And
Yeah.
once you pushed through at some point in the market, I mean, we haven't touched the US market so much because, as you mentioned, it's super risky to
Right.
come there as a German band, not knowing how many tickets you sell, and it would be most likely that we stand on a stage and 20 people come and we lose thousands of dollars each and every night,
Yeah.
in order um, and you cannot talk about starting something.
Right.
You really have to have a brave promoter that puts you on a show with, I don't know, Kiss, Guns N' Roses, or something big
Right.
in a new country, in a new market, to make it how do you say, like a senseful start.
Right.
So it's tricky all the time, but I cannot be concrete right now, but I can say that something is in the making for the
Right.
very first time ever to finally touch US soil.
Cool, that's great. That makes me happy.
But me too. But it's not that we haven't tried, you know.
Yeah.
It's our one of our big goals to finally tour the US. But I hope for the US fans to really buy a ticket when the time comes, because this is gonna make it or break it. If the first thing is not a success, then everybody would say, okay, we don't bring Kissin Dynamite anymore.
Right, yeah, wow. But the fans also don't know the concept of a band, a foreign band comes to the United States. They don't understand, you know, you need a visa, a work visa, and
Exactly.
you know, everything, you know, that's all money. You know, that's all
Exactly.
money. You know,
Yeah, you name it. You name it.
They think you signed a contract. Oh yeah, we could play there. No, it don't work like that.
No, 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 no. And the flights and the duties and taxes and whatever. So it's really yeah, pain in the you know what. So, but it doesn't stop us from try to follow our dream and finally come to the US.
Cool, cool. What's your feeling about everybody wanting vinyl again?
It's good.
Yeah, yeah, right.
I mean, it's good. It's a retro movement, and I guess it's a collector's movement. And finally have like some sort of vibe to music again, and not just click somewhere. And yeah, it's about actively enjoy music again with like putting on a record on a device that mechanically makes you listen to it.
Right.
And that's a good thing. I think it's something like having a good diner and not just fast food all the time, you know?
Right, yeah. And you guys even got like on your merch, you got a cassette. I mean, like a cassette? Like,
Yeah, yes. As I said, we do something for everybody, and you wouldn't believe how fast those cassettes are being sold.
oh yeah, I bet you. I bet you. You know, because even the cars here still got cassette players in them. So like, you
Really?
know, yeah,
Okay, crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
yeah. So like, you can still be driving, listen to Kissin' Dynamite with your cassette. You know,
Hell yeah.
right? And a lot of people,
Hell yeah.
well, they don't even want to play it because it's a collector item. Let me get two of them. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so that's great, great. You know, what's it feeling like when you got a line of people waiting just to get a picture with you, or you know, anything, to shake your hand, get an autograph? What's that feeling like?
I feel grateful. I feel grateful, and it's a perfect mirror to see what you actually achieve, because you tend to forget about it. You
Right,
you people are all the same. They tend to take things for granted very soon, and it's good to have these little reminders in everyday life that really show you, no, it's not you cannot take this for granted. It's a gift, and
right.
so I really feel grateful.
Cool, 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 cool.
Hey, I can answer you one more question, and then I have to hop into the next interview, unfortunately,
Okay, no
already.
problem. I just you know, wish you the best with this new album. So like, would you like to say anything to the fans?
I would say do me the favor and listen to our new album Back with a Bang, and if you can, buy it physically, because that's the biggest support that you can give to your favorite band, and makes the dream work. And so for all the US fans out there, we might see each other sooner than probably expected, and I hope, fingers crossed, that it's going to work out.
Cool, cool. Thanks a lot, Haynes. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Likewise. So have a
Talk to you
nice
later.
evening and day.
Bye bye.
Bye.